The drones that are being discussed can hover for 6 hours and then disappear once they are spotted. This is why it's been hard to get facts from any U.S. agency. Some of them can even move into the ocean and then back up to the air, which is called transmedium travel. A very hard thing to do. If you look at this document above, it seems like it's a repeat of exactly what happened in the 60s. There is a good chance that these things could potentially be mimicking other aircraft. And this even happened more recently in situations at Skinwalker Ranch years ago when it was being studied the U.S. Gov under base and ATIP. And again, also decades ago in the 60s. It's all something to consider, and although we don't have all the facts yet, we do know that UFOs play with mimicry. And that has been known for quite some time. Why? To get us to notice them without a major freakout? Who knows? But well, we are noticing nonetheless.
Subject: Unidentified Flying Objects, UFO. 2. AFSC, FTD. 1. Reference AFR 200, 2 as amended. Francis E. Warren Air Force Base is located in an area which has recently experienced a considerable number of reports pertaining to unidentified flying objects. On the night of July 31, 1965, several civilians of Cheyenne, Wyoming, reported to the local radio stations various objects, generally with red and green flashing lights. These were relayed to the Francis E. Warren Command Post. All missile sites were immediately contacted and alerted to be on the watch for such objects. As a result, the following number of sightings were reported during the following 3 nights. The 31st of July, 75 objects, observed by 70 personnel the 1st of August. 29 objects, observed by 27 personnel the 2nd of August. 44 objects, observed by 46 personnel totals. 148 objects. Description of objects. Reported objects are mostly round, although there are reports of oval/cigar-shaped and pencil-shaped, or merely a light source. Reported sizes vary from that of a pinhead to a nickel when seen by the naked eye, and from the size of a pea to a $50 when seen through binoculars. Where sightings involved more than one object, V-shaped, echelon, cross, box, and tail-shaped formations were reported. On August 1st, there was one daytime report from a civilian source in Cheyenne of an oblong object tumbling through the sky and in the distance, becoming 2 objects, before disappearing in separate directions. There were no discernible features except chat. Most reports stated that colored lights were flashing on and off at 1 to 2 second intervals, sometimes becoming alternately bright and dim. See Och 1. Possible tails were reported in a few cases. There has been no sound reported in association with any of the objects. All of the moving objects were to the northwest, north, and northeast of the observation points. 3. Description of courses of objects. The early observations were somewhat accidental and perhaps incomplete in that light and/or movement caught the eye of the observer. Subsequent observations were the product of intentional surveillance, prompted by earlier reports.